Okay, welcome to week 4 of distance learning. I hope you are all staying safe. We are still in chapter 2b. There's one more thing I have to go over, and it's the word I. It's spelled hey, but pronounced I. So I'm going to get started. Real quick, I is pronounced I, as I said prior. I means there is or there are and can be used in a question or a statement. So it's a neat little word. It's 3 letters. This is the one time where it's actually shorter to say the sentence in Spanish than it is in English. So I means there is or there are. It means both. If it's a singular sentence, it's there is. If it's a plural sentence, there are. So it can be used for specific or non-specific statements. So by specific, I mean numbers. If you're telling me there are 4 desks, it can be used for that. It could also be used to say like there are some desks. So specific statements, hay 24 estudiantes en la clase. So there are 24 desks in the class. Or hay 5 libros, there are 5 books. For non-specific with our indefinite articles, we can say hay unos pupitres en la clase, which is there are some desks in the class, or hay un lápiz, there is a pencil. As I just said on the other screen, we can use the word I in questions or statements. In questions, you just flip it. Instead of there is, there are, it's is there or are there. So for questions examples, we have cuántos estudiantes hay, which means how many students are there, or cuántas banderas hay en la clase, how many desks are there in the class. Notice cuántos, which means how much or how many, has masculine and feminine. If the word after it is masculine, you use cuántos. So estudiantes is los estudiantes, so I use cuántos. Banderas is feminine and plural, so I use cuántas for banderas. Now we have 10 examples. These are what you're going to fill in on your notes. Okay, so number 1, how many students are there in class, in Spanish class? And how are we going to say that in Spanish? ¿Cuántos estudiantes hay en la clase de español? So where you see that is there, are there, that's where you're going to put the word I when you translate it. There are 4 computers is just hay 4 computadoras. There are 14 books. Hay 14 libros. Are there 20 students in art class? Hay 20 estudiantes en la clase de arte. How many chairs are in the classroom? ¿Cuántas sillas hay en la sala de clases? There are 6 flags, or there are some flags. Hay unas banderas. There is a pencil sharpener. Hay un sacapuntas. There are 8 windows. Hay 8 ventanas. There are 3 tables. Hay 3 mesas. And are there some books? Hay unos libros. Copy these onto the notes and make sure you share it with them. Remember, with all your notes, please remember to click File, Make a Copy, and then you can write on it. You are not going to be able to write on my original document. And then make sure you share it with me. And if you need anything, have any questions, email me, send me a message on Remind, or else I will talk to you next week.